From the udder, straight from the udder, yeah, 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 straight from the udder, straight from the udder, let us go! Hey, welcome back to Straight from the Udder.
God damn it, man.
We got Sparky, Log to my right, and Mullet Man across the aisle. How's everyone doing today?
Peachy.
Peachy Keen sounds like the freaking mom, you loser.
Peachy.
I am tired.
Oh man, what was my
I'm tired
signature
too.
line? It was, "How you doing?
Hanging in there.
Hanging in there," and something about just Peachy, right?
Yeah.
that
Every
was my
customer would
sound.
walk in and Mullet Man would say, "Yeah, I'm hanging in there. I'm hanging in there."
Or I'd do just Peachy, and yeah. Alrighty, let's get to the juice.
Okay. We started the other a little bit ago with a rant. Should we start this one off with a rant?
I think we might have to.
So I'll let Mullet Man start this one off because he was on register, I think, right?
Fucking twats, man! Oh my god! Okay.
Here we go.
So we had these kids come to the store, right?
They were probably
come every now and then.
5th, 6th, 7th grade, somewhere around
middle
there.
school age.
Like the ones with the bikes, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
But there were more of them.
Yeah,
there was like triple in size than normal
it was a bike
now.
Gang, man. It was a bike gang. I thought we were gonna be pulled up on. It's like no, but these
with
kids,
like water pistols.
no, these kids. So like 2 scouts come ahead. 2 scouts of the gang come ahead and come into the store and order. But all they ordered, the one kid ordered a Sprite and the other kid ordered a water. So I tell the crew, make the stuff, they serve it.
Tell the crew, make the stuff.
These kids go back outside. And they're standing right outside the front door with their bikes laying everywhere. First of all, our other customers have trouble getting in. And all of a sudden they're talking, and the one kid splashes water on the other kid out of nowhere. Well, it looked nowhere, but I don't know what they were talking about. And then the other kid was sitting there, he's like mouthing off stuff to him. And then I see him take his Sprite and throw the Sprite on him.
Is this inside the store?
No, this is outside. This is
outside,
right outside our front door.
Like by our patio, basically.
Yeah. I'm like, okay, they better not come back in. So I see them riding their bikes. They do like a loop-de-loop. They go out of my sight. About like 2 minutes later, one of them comes back in, the one who bought the Sprite. He's like, hey, this guy spilled my Sprite. Can I get another? And I'm like, oh my god, I'm about to fucking smack your head into the concrete here, bud. But I gave the order, make them another Sprite. And, the kid left. They both got on their bikes and dipped. And then the other kid, the guy that got the water, came back and he's like, hey, can I get some napkins? So we gave him a butt ton of napkins, and he starts, going outside. He patted himself off first. It's been the worst experience of his life. But so after that, the whole gang pulls up, man. Like, what, 6 bikes, 7 bikes?
I think it was like 8, 9 people, plus the 2 extra kids that were here earlier.
All on bikes, literally formed a circle around our front porch. It was, and then they all wanted, like, these dummy long shit. Like, the one kid wanted this huge cup with ice cream. The other kid wanted one of our hot items. I'm like, oh my god.
Kids, bro.
And they all wanted a cup of water.
And the worst part is, they all handed me, like, 10s and 20s. And their orders did not come up to 10s and 20s, so they had like $4 change. And I'm tempted to sit there and go, you know what? They're already down there. I'm just gonna slide this in the tip jar. But every time I walk down, I'm like, I'm hoping they're just like, keep the change. Nah, they took it.
No doubt they're not gonna.
I was gonna say little kids.
So you're saying I should have put that in the tip jar?
Yeah, I mean, but
oh my god!
So
and
then
they were mouthy, and they were just.
So then, how I said they all got water cups. So then they're out there on the patio just throwing the water at each other. And then they leave the cups there, like, the empty cups. They leave it on the ground. So this one older dude, like one of our customers, he just starts yelling at him. He's like, pick up the trash, you're littering.
Bro, and then they just walks off, just rides off.
Yeah, all the kids just leave. And he's just sitting there, he's just picking up all the cups.
Jeez. Did he come in and say something?
No, he didn't say shit.
No, he was.
He said
he had got his ice cream and he went back to his car and ate it. And then he was when he came back, he had thrown his stuff away, and that's when he saw the kids in their cups and all that.
Yeah.
Thank
And
God for him,
then-
man.
Well, that maybe like 10 minutes later, they start prank calling us.
Oh my God, yeah. They start prank calling us. The first time I'm like, all right, something's weird. Maybe this customer is like mentally disturbed or something. So I hang up, and I wait for them to call back. They call back, and I know this time this is a prank. So I'm like, all
Did you
right.
prank him back?
No, I didn't prank them back.
Oh.
We were going to,
But then
I hung up. They called again. He picked up.
it was a different number.
Yeah.
Like a different
They
number
were
and a
trying to
different
get- They
name.
were trying to get, tricky.
Because, like, we just stopped picking up the phone because we can easily see it's the same number.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So they just get a new number and call us. And then they prank call us then. And then we're like, if they call us
If they
again,
call one more time, I'm
we're
gonna
gonna
be like,
prank
yo,
them.
ops are on their way. You guys better be busting. We on your ass now.
But then, yesterday, this kid calls, and first I cannot understand him because he's this little kid with a little high-pitched, like, girl voice, and he's like a boy.
Yeah.
And he said, I got an order for Vic. But he didn't say Vic. But I thought, what other word that...
Dick?
Yeah.
Oh, Dick.
But I didn't understand him. I thought he said Vic, and he's like, Harry Dick, hung up on me. I'm like,
Oh, man,
"What?"
you got pranked.
I would have never let that happen if I just, like, could understand this kid earlier.
Oh,
It's
my
funny.
God. Oh, that's a I'm gonna use that one now. That's a classic. Man.
Vic.
Yeah,
I mean,
I'm
Harry
picking up an
Dick.
order for Dick. Harry Dick.
But
Oh,
Yeah.
Fucking kids.
I
fucking
hate.
kids, bro. Oh my God, I hate those fuckers. Every time they come in, it's just disturbance.
I mean, not
Every time.
normally. This was probably the.
What are you talking about, man? All the times they come in with me, man. Oh my God, they're just sitting there yelling, screaming. They always sit outside our one door and just like, I don't know, harass customers as they leave. Well, not harass, but like they'll sit there and just like yell like Tourette's and shit. It's just a nuisance. And I can't tell them to leave. They're fucking kids. What are they gonna do?
Leave.
Where's your mother?
So, we'll get off this topic. Anyone else got a funny story now that we're done a rant? Anyone a little bit more of a positive story?
Positive.
I have no positive stories, man.
Aren't
Well,
any of
I have
our stories
funny stories.
positive?
I mean, I had this one lady walk in, right? Well, no, okay. First, there was two ladies walk in. I don't want to body shame people, but they were not big size, plush size girls, and they walk in. They were nice as can be, tipped us, and they got small shit. Like they made my job easy. So then they leave. They're walking out, and this, I would say elderly, like 50s, old woman come in. And she looks at me and looks at the girls and then looks back at me and goes, "You see them whales crossing the ocean there?" I'm like,
Another
Excuse me?
customer said this to you.
"Excuse me?" And she goes, "Yeah, you see them whales crossing the ocean?" I'm like, "What the fuck? Am I hearing this right? Am I hearing this right?" No one, the other person in the store was down at the far end. It was our manager. And I was sitting there, I'm like, I want to ask her, but I don't want to tell her the story leading up to this. So I just continued on with the order, and she went down and told our manager, "See those two whales crossing the ocean there?" And they weren't even in the parking lot. They pulled off. They were gone. She's just saying it to say it now. I'm like, this woman has the biggest balls I've ever seen. Speaking of our manager, we had another incident where our manager was not suspected as the manager, but it wasn't as bad as the one where she was like, that old bitch, It was just that, man, this old manager, she's just raising the prices on everything. And our manager goes, "Prices haven't changed for at least 6 months." And she goes,
That's a lie. What was like 2 months ago?
"What was it?"
Something like that.
Or then we lied to her. But she's like, "Yeah, they haven't changed in a while." I'm like, okay, hopefully this lady just shuts up and leaves. And she argued for a bit more, just trying to get her, $2 cone. Didn't work out. Well, not $2. She wanted it for like $1, but didn't work out. She left, and our manager felt good that she's not the old bitch, or it doesn't look like the old bitch.
That is a positive.
Yeah.
Well, you got something for us?
Right, so this one shift was 3 for 1.
Oh.
All these stories come from the same shift.
Oh, I like.
Was it an
3
open to
for 1.
close?
It was not, actually, which is even crazier that I had 3 in the 4-hour shift that I worked. Anyways, we'll start with the one that's not as funny. So this girl, I don't know how else to describe her other than she had the craziest eyebrows you could ever see. Okay, so like she's standing outside and like you could see them from outside like how bad they were. They were like drawn on with
They were drawn on
pencils, and they were like so thin. And then there was like it almost looked like brown paint underneath the pencil lines. I couldn't stay focused on an order. I was like, this is
She's
rough.
over here, small vanilla cone. What did you say, ma'am? I can't understand you.
Can you just get rid of your eyebrows?
Ma'am, please go like this for me.
You should have just been like, just somehow for some reason just have like some clippers and just like clip them off.
Bro,
and
they
then
were
just
drawn on.
Yeah,
they were drawn on.
they
You
were
can't-
just
they're
straight
not
drawn.
the bushy
If I just
ones.
took a makeup wipe and was like, just wipe them off. Let me
Like-
get that for you.
Fresh start, fresh start.
But that's that story. And then this girl, she comes in. I don't know. She was by herself. Probably like I don't know. She said she was 16. I don't know why she had to tell me she was 16, but
We carved for
Anyway,
ice cream.
so she's
That's
like
a fact.
she's like not all there mentally. I think because she was saying some crazy stuff. She was like
Was she hot?
no.
Oh. Sorry, just gotta ask. You gotta make sure, man.
She orders her thing, and she's like, here's my mom's credit card. You're lucky my mom didn't come in with me because I'm 16. I was like, what? She's like, yeah, here's my mom's credit card. And she's like, what did she call me? She called me something. I don't even know what it was. It was like Your Highness or something like that. And then this she said some other crazy stuff too. I can't remember exactly. And then our other coworker served it, and she was like, "Thank you, my lady. Thank you, my lady." She's going crazy, bro. She's going crazy, bro.
Thank you, my lady.
And then
I don't know how I'd respond to that. Just be like, yes, Your Highness, open up, curtsy, all that
curtsy,
shit.
yeah. And then like right before we close, this lady comes in, and 10 o'clock. You get some weird people at that time. But anyways, she walks in, orders her stuff. She gets change, like coins, goes down to the far counter. She has her mask pulled down, and all you see is her go, just sniff the coins. And she's like, ah.
Wait, were they the coins?
Were they fresh coins?
Were they the coins she got from our register?
Yes.
Or
She goes,
Oh,
like she was,
I've heard
know
some funky shit. But that has to be the kinkiest, weirdest shit.
Like,
what do you
I've ever-
think's worse? Liking to smell people's feet or
coins.
Coins.
smell like
Bro.
coin?
Coins.
There's a justification for feet. There is no justification.
What is the
for
justification for
Okay.
feet?
coins. They're attached to a human. Where are coins on a human?
They're attached.
I don't know, but like, do you guys like the smell of coins?
I've never smelled coins.
Okay, now
I've never.
I'm
really
gonna go to
like-
work and sniff the
I
coins.
don't really like the smell of change.
I'm gonna
like,
sniff
if it
the
ever
coins
like
now, 'cause
gets
I
on
need
your
to know what-
fingers and you're just like, ew, it smells like coins. Like, it's bad.
That's your instant reaction. Something gets on your fingers and you go,
Well, if it
shit,
smells
I do
like
that
coins,
too.
if it smells like coins, yeah.
How do you know if it smells like coins if you haven't smelled it yet?
Oh, I mean that's fair. But like anything that like you get something on your hands, you gotta smell it.
So you wipe your ass.
Okay, that's the exception. I know what that is.
Yeah, you gotta do it anyways.
But yeah, I was just dumbfounded when she was like smelling
I'm
coins.
dumbfounded, man. I've heard people like sniffing gas, but like
That-
oil,
Gas like what's it called?
like diesel.
Nauseates me. That like
Oh yeah, it's.
Hey
I
man,
don't know.
I get turned on some good diesel, but
what are we? We need to move on here, people.
I'm one of those.
Should I ask Josh the question that I've been wanting to ask?
Oh
him for so
yes,
long?
I was thinking about that the other day.
What were we asking?
Okay, so are you ever afraid to yawn in public?
Yeah, but not for the reasons you think.
Okay, what are your reasons?
Every
before
time
tell
I
you mine?
yawn, there's like a 50-50 chance that my jaw
Oh, dude,
cramps.
that
So
does
I'm
hurt.
scared shitless of my jaw cramping.
Yeah.
But like if my jaw wouldn't cramp, I'm not scared to yawn in public just because of the mask. Like, no one really.
Yeah, alright. Well, here's why I'm afraid to yawn in public. I'm afraid some little kid's gonna come spit in my mouth whenever I have my mouth open.
Oh, so little kid from down here, you're gonna.
Well, not little, but like, you know, them pranksters. Just gonna come spit in your mouth.
Who hurt you this bad, man? What the hell? I've never heard of this.
There's just some video I saw, and I thought it was funny, so I figured I'd ask you.
I need to look this up now. I need to see how they did it, because I want to know. You know? If I see people, if you're caught lacking yawning, man, you know?
Okay.
Alrighty.
Anyone a
that's
story before we go into customer of the week?
I don't have
That
any.
Because, I mean, I have a customer of the week, but I only got one this week, so, I mean...
I'll just say your customer of the week, and we'll figure it out next
Okay,
week.
so we'll go. This is gonna be a short customer of the week, but do you guys know who I mean? She used to be a teacher actually at our school, like when we were younger, and she knows Coco. She's somehow related younger, and she knows Coco. She's somehow related to Coco.
Yeah. She used to
No,
sub
she's somehow
she used
related
to
to
sub at my
Coco?
school too.
Yeah, and I don't know. She's just always like a really nice person and just someone nice to talk to. I mean,
Coco,
probably
love
because she
him.
was a good, nice teacher, but. And then she was also telling me how she was watching Coco because Coco's mom must have put him on Facebook Live or whatever, the one game. She's like, "Did you watch any of Coco's game?" I did. I watched all of it. I'm like, no, I don't have Facebook.
I was at like a majority of our home games, but and some of
That
our
was
away
so-
games.
No. This was at college.
Oh. No, I haven't seen Cody's games. I'll watch his film when he puts it on his huddle.
But all I gotta say is she disrespected me thinking I have Facebook. A young person having Facebook.
Yeah, I mean I have a Facebook, but like it doesn't. I have no idea what the password was. I made it when I was 6. Facebook account. So
No wonder he has a mullet. He has a Facebook.
You'd be surprised, man. Facebook is making its comeback
Is it really though?
for old people, man.
For old people, because they're old people.
Yeah, my point.
But I guess if no one else has anything to add, this will be a shorter episode. I'm sorry, but